Hello everyone, welcome to BistroBuzz TV. Today we're going to be making an easy potato salad, so let's get started. Hi everyone, we're going to get ready to make the potato salad, and the first step we're going to cut up the celery, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pressure cooker to saute the celery and also cook the potatoes. I hardly ever use the stovetop anymore, so what I'm going to do is cut up the celery. I'm not going to put the lid on the pressure cooker. I'm just going to basically let the water boil, and then I'm going to cook down the celery just a little bit so that it's still crispy, but just enough that it gets a boil to it. And so let's get started. I wash the celery stalks and then I cut them like this. You can see the stalks, how I usually just cut them. I cut the ends of both ends off. So now what I'm going to do is cut the celery into small pieces, and then what we're going to do is place them in the pressure cooker. And again, we're not going to put the top on the pressure cooker. We're just going to use the pressure cooker as if it were a stovetop, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to cut the celery up into small pieces. The celery is all cut up, so now what I'm going to do is place this into the pressure cooker, and I'm going to add butter and water, and we're just going to bring this to a boil and just stir it. We're not going to put the top on the pressure cooker or anything like that. We're just going to boil it, and it'll still have a little bit of crispiness to it, but it's just enough to boil it down a little bit so that it does cook just a little bit. So that's our next step. All right, so here it is. We placed the celery into the pressure cooker, and I've added just a little bit of butter, you can see here, and I've added some water. Not a lot of water, about a little over 8-ounce water, and I've just added the celery. We're going to cook this, and you can see here that I am using the Power Pressure Cooker XL, and all I'm going to do here is, instead of using the stovetop, I'm just going to press the slow cook button. We're going to slow cook this, and I'm just going to continue to stir it until it gets a little bit soft. Not a lot. I still want it to have a little bit of crispiness to it. So that's what we're going to do now. Next, what I do is after I cook the celery, I just place it into a bowl like this. And then I also put the liquid in with it. So this is just water and butter from the cooking that it did in the pressure cooker. And keep in mind, I did not put the top or the lid on the pressure cooker while cooking this. So the next step what we're going to do is, we have the potatoes in the pressure cooker. I'm going to add some butter to that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press the rice button here, and then I'm going to cook the potatoes on the rice button because that's the time that I want. And then this will also be pressurized. So what will happen is I'll go ahead and it will be pressurized. I'll put the lid on it and we will cook the potatoes. So we'll give that just a few more moments and we will get the potatoes cooked. All right, so once the potatoes are cooked, you'll take them out of the pressure cooker, and you can see some of these I had cut up and then some of these I just left as whole potatoes. So what I'm gonna do now is mash these up, and they will almost look like cream potatoes, but then we're gonna add the mayo, we're gonna add sweet relish, we're gonna add the mustard, and a secret little addition is going to be 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then we're going to add the celery that we have already cooked earlier. So what I'm going to do again is mash these up just like mashed potatoes. I'm going to add these other ingredients, and before I mix everything up, what I will do is go over the amounts that I add for each of these ingredients, and then we will stir it all up, and then we will have our potato salad, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy and do this, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we go. I've got about a cup of mayonnaise, and then what I did is I added about, I would say this is about 5 stalks of celery that we had cooked, and then about 2 tablespoons of mustard. And then also the sweet relish, I used about 4 to 5 tablespoons of sweet relish. And then now what I'm going to do is mix this all up. Now what you may want to do Some people like to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to theirs, and it gives it just a little bit of a sweet tang taste. It's very, very good. And some people like to add a little bit more sweet relish. So it depends on what your desired taste is. If you like to add eggs to this, that is good too. I did not add eggs today to this because some people do not like the eggs within the potato salad. So what we did is we just added the celery, mayonnaise, sweet relish, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and also some mustard. So I'm going to mix this all up and I'll show you what it looks like after we mix everything up. Hello everyone, and here is the potato salad. It's so good, it's so yummy, and it's so easy to make. So please try this recipe, and please like and subscribe and come back to visit us again soon. Thank you.